Hi everybody, welcome to my first official YouTube channel video. Today I am going to be doing a video on how to contour, bake, blush, and highlight. I'm very excited to get to start this whole process with y'all, and I'm going to go ahead and apologize now if y'all don't like the backdrop. I'm trying to figure out where to do the filming in my house, and I'm also going to apologize for my hair. I haven't done it yet, and I'll probably do it after this video. If y'all want, I could actually probably do a quick tutorial sometime about how I do my short hair now, because I used to have really long hair, but I just got tired of it finally, and it was really unhealthy, so I just chopped it all off and dyed it red actually, but not the point. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm not gonna do foundation or anything. I did that earlier, and I'll make a completely different video for y'all for that if y'all want. It's up to you. If it looks like I'm looking down a lot, it's going to be because I'm looking at my little mirror, not at the camera, and I apologize for that. But, yeah, let's see if I can get it open. I'm trying to open up my contour palette. I'm sorry, y'all. I swear, fake nails are like a struggle. I don't know if anybody else has a struggle. Anyways. Not the point. Okay. So to start off, I'm going to be showing y'all how to bake first. It doesn't really matter what order you do this in. Truly, you can contour and then bake. Do whatever makes you happy. I personally like to start off baking and then contour, because if I need to clean up the line a little bit, I'll go in and do that. But I'm gonna start off baking. So what today I'll be using is the Makeup Revolution luxury baking powder, and it looks like that, if you can see it. Let me see. It was $8 at Ulta, and it works so well. I literally get no fallout from it, and it works phenomenally. And what I'll be applying that today with is a damp beauty sponge. I think this is just a L'Oreal one, nothing special, but I love it. It works pretty well. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take the beauty blender and I'm going to dip it in some of the baking powder that I already put in here, and then I'm going to be applying it to under my eyes and just like the kind of upper cheek area, like the mid cheek, I guess is what you could call it. I don't really know. And the purpose of baking is you're basically just making that foundation and concealer and stuff, like you're making it bulletproof. This is your like suit of armor, think of it almost. This is how you get everything just to set and stay and just mattify and pretty it up. Yeah, you're gonna look a little bit goofy also, just gonna warn y'all when you're doing it. Anytime I do it, I feel like I look like a ghost almost, kind of. I guess that's probably why they call it the ghost baking powder. I don't know. But I'm sorry if I'm making really funny faces too. I probably am. You just can't not put on makeup, I feel like, and make a goofy face. So I'm going to apply it to my chin. Alright. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go in and I am going to contour and let my face bake. And the reason why it's called baking, little fun history fact, is because when you're doing that, literally your pores, they can't breathe. You're basically covering it all up, and it's kind of cooking or baking in a way, because the body temperature naturally rises in it, and it gets up to that full 98.6. So you're actually cooking your face right now at 98.6 degrees. Alright, anyways, sorry, I don't know why. I thought that'd be kind of cool to tell y'all. Next, like I said, I'm going to do the contour, and I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution contour palette. The two shades here, those are highlight, but today I'm going to be contouring with this middle brown shade here. I like it a lot. It works very well. And I'm going to be using the Precision Contour brush from the Morphe Complexion Goals thing. It looks like these. That's the brand Morphe. It doesn't actually give me a number or anything, but literally you can go to Ulta or you can go to the beauty site on Morphe and just get the brushes from there. Honestly, I love their products. They work super well. They're some of the best around. And what you're going to do is you're going to go in, you're going to dip your brush in whatever shade you're going to contour in. And what I like to do is, because I don't want to go full-fledged, you know, drag queen there and go all the way down to like the corner of my mouth. What I like to do personally to avoid such a dramatic look but still get that contour is I'll go from the upper corner of my ear to the outer corner of my eye. You're doing this defines your face. So what I like to do is I'll make kind of a fishy face. And just kind of go back and forth until I get the makeup looking like I want it to look. Okay, there's that side. Now I'm going to go in again and do it on this side over here. Again, just you're going to want to go in and go from that upper corner of this ear to the outer corner of your eye. And I don't know if you can tell, but you get a very clean line with this contour brush. It works super well. Normally if I don't like the line, I'll go in actually and bake underneath it, but because I did get such a clean line and I don't want it to be too harsh, I'm not going to go back in. So next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and I'm going to fill in the hairline with whatever leftover contour I have on my brush and fill it in on the forehead, because if you don't, I feel like it kind of looks empty and then that kind of looks weird and I don't want that look. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You don't have to. That's just my preference. And also, if you feel like it looks too harsh whenever you're doing this, a trick that you can do personally whenever you're going back in to do that portion is you can literally go in with whatever powder foundation that you're using and just kind of lightly cover it up and just like dip your brush into the foundation and then just kind of tap it a little bit and then just apply it and it'll work. It'll cover it up just a slight bit and it'll look good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the bakage and I'm going to use the Precision Powder Brush by Morphe from the Complexion Goals set yet again. Like pretty much all my brushes I'm going to be using in this video are pretty much going to be from that collection, except for one, which I'll talk about here in a minute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sweep the baking off my face. That's all I'm going to do. And I don't know if you can tell, but literally mattified that area. It does lighten it up a little bit, and that's okay because I kind of want those areas brighter to begin with. Alright. And I'm just doing that to kind of get the excess powder off because I don't want that in my bag. Alright. So next up, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show y'all how to blush. So today I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Blush. It looks like this in the package. Don't know if you can tell. If you can see, there it goes, kind of. Milani. I love their baked blushes. Even though they're a drugstore product, and I know a lot of people kind of try to shy away from them, I don't discriminate. I don't care. Like, if you're a good product, I will use you. And I'm never going to sit here and tell you all about a product that I don't like personally. But what shade I'm going to be using is the Rose d'Oro. I don't know how to say that last part, but it looks like this. It's like a rose. It's a rose color with like a little bit of gold infused, and it does kind of leave you looking kind of like just kind of rosy and glowy, and I like how it looks. It makes you look kind of summery in a way. I feel like this is a really good summer/spring blush because, you know, it's that time of year where we're all wanting to get tan and have kind of a glowy effect, and that's just personally me. If you don't like glowy, then I wouldn't go for the Milani Baked blushes whatsoever. If you're looking for a fairly good, inexpensive blush that doesn't make you look kind of shiny in way whatsoever, I would go probably for the NYX. They have some really good ones, and they're really cheap, and they're highly pigmented. And what I mean by pigmented is, like, you know, great color off, and they look super beautiful. And I'll be using the Deluxe Angled Brush, again, from the collection of the Morphe, Kylie, I can never English. The Morphe Complexion Golds, and it looks like that. You can see why they call it the angled. It's kind of slightly rounded off, and that's okay for what I'm trying to do here. I like how this brush actually works for blush. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of angled brushes to apply blush, because I feel like it can look kind of choppy and just doesn't do the payoff I want to do. It doesn't give the blushes I like the proper payoff. So what I'll do is I'll follow kind of the line of my contour and just put it right above there. And just rub it a little bit in there and do it again. Alright, and I'll be cleaning, I like to clean my brushes in between with the J-Cat Dry Makeup Beauty Brush Cleanser. It works super well. I deep clean my brushes about once a week, or once every other week, give or take, depending on how busy I am with work and whatnot, and just life. But I feel like if you do this, it just keeps your brushes lasting longer. And it keeps them cleaner. And I know I don't use these brushes on anybody else, but, you know, you do get bacteria built up on your brushes, so it is important to keep those clean. Alright, so last but certainly not least, I'm going to show y'all how I like to highlight, and I'm going to be using the shade Banana Split by Kylie. I love Kylie's products. I think they're great things. Not all of them, granted, because there's some stuff I've used that I'm not like too big of a fan of, but for the most part, I think Kylie has great makeup. I think she did a great job, you know. Of course, I did get into her products a little bit later in the game, so I guess she probably went over all the trial and error phase before I started using her stuff, but they work great. So this is the brush I'm going to be using for highlight. It is another angled brush. I'm actually waiting for one of my new highlight brushes to come in soon. It's going to be a Morphe. Oh, can't wait for it to come. But I feel like this works really well too, actually, surprisingly. My best friend Chelsea, she actually gave this brush to me. I don't really know anything about it. I can't tell y'all how much it is or where it came from. She just gave it to me, and I can't remember for the life of me where she got it. And she told me too, and I feel really bad, but whatever. This is what Banana Split looks like. Sorry, it's kind of used. It's one of my favorites. If you can't tell, it's probably almost time to get a new one, but whatever. It's like just like a yellow gold. It works so beautifully. And I love how it pairs off with the Milani Baked blush, because like this already has a rosy gold to it. So together it's like really golden. So I'm going to apply it from here. I'm going to make kind of a C around my face, my eyes, like right there. And I don't know if y'all can tell or not. Probably really bad lighting, and I apologize. And I'm just going to do the same thing here. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my nose. And I'm going to apply a little bit to my cupid's bow. And I actually like to put it on my lips because I'll be using a matte lipstick today. That's what I just like to use. I love matte highlights. I think they work phenomenally. And because I like to use a matte highlight, matte lipstick, I like to put a little bit of highlighter on my lips. It gives it just kind of like an extra oomph and a little bit of extra color, I feel like. And that's just something I personally like. I mean, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can just stick to the classic Cupid's bow, but it just works phenomenally for me. I just feel like it gives it kind of an extra color pigmentation underneath, because you see the matte, but when you look at my lips close enough, whenever I do put that on, it gives it kind of like the flecks of highlight popping through. But yeah, so that was my, that's how I bake, highlight, contour, and blush. I hope y'all really like this video. I'm sorry if I was like super chatty and just like bleh and all over the place. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super nervous and I can't ever freaking talk because bleh, what is life? But I hope y'all liked, and please subscribe, and I'll be seeing y'all soon. And just tell me what y'all would like me to do for my next video. I have a couple of ideas, and I'll probably comment them down below whenever I get this posted and whenever it's up. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a great day. Bye y'all.